A perfect face equals a better life. At least in Clavicular's eyes, and that's the idea he's decided to devote his life to, no matter the cost. He became the king of the black pill and looks maxing communities almost overnight, and a global sensation.
Today's guest, we have Clavicular.
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 And at this trajectory, he's headed for the moon. The reason behind his success? Obsession. Doing any and everything possible to maximize his looks.
Maximizing his looks. At all costs.
But just 100 days ago, you would have probably never heard of Clavicular. Most people wouldn't have even looked at him twice, until he became impossible to ignore.
Would Charlie Kirk have gotten assassinated if he were Chad? Well, probably not, and here's why. Good-looking people experience something called the halo effect, so it's quite possible that...
And it all started in 2020, injecting himself with testosterone at 14.
It was a purely logical decision. I'm absolutely gonna do it.
I would say the trend is quite positive.
Like most looks maxers, he spent a lot of time on bodybuilding forums growing up, and discovering the black pill at an early age, he began taking substances to improve his looks, without really knowing what he was doing.
I didn't know what I was doing. 16 and 17 is where I really started to kind of correct myself, and
he would secretly buy potentially dangerous substances online and have them delivered to his local post office to keep his parents from seeing them.
So how much did you take?
I started with 300 milligrams of testosterone, and I did that for a while.
But where did he learn all his looks maxing knowledge? Clav spent a lot of time on niche looks maxing websites where he would talk to other people in the community about looks maxing methods and other things. Clav would post on this website religiously and often spend more time talking to strangers on it than he did to real people. But not many of his fans know that Clav had crippling social anxiety. He spoke about this on the forum where he said he's gone entire days without speaking to anyone, and even wrote a guide on how to say 50 or less words a day.
Socializing's gay.
In this guide he mentions not making eye contact with anyone, waking up early to completely avoid his parents in the morning, and eating alone in the library at lunch.
I used to literally not talk. Longest I've gone without speaking was like 4 days. I just didn't want to talk to anyone.
He later would start taking pills and drinking to make him better socially. Every day when he'd get home from school, he'd go straight to his room and go on one of the looks maxing forums, where he'd often spend the rest of the day.
Dude, I was so subhuman and so disgusting looking.
Clav went to a private Catholic school in New Jersey.
Very uniform place. Not a lot of kids are able to act out or else they fuck with you. It's not like a public school.
But he didn't really care for schoolwork.
I didn't really participate in like school spirit too much. I kind of just couldn't be fucked.
He only cared about looks maxing on the black pill. He also got baptized while he was in high school.
I was 17 when I got baptized to kind of bridge the gap, maybe improve the morals a little bit. So that was a bit of a weird era that I had, the Christian era. I was like, maybe this is a better alternative. Turns out it fucking wasn't.
Clav didn't suddenly turn crazy. He's been like this since birth.
I was always the crazy motherfucker. The one crazy thing that happened to me in high school was this, is I would take pictures of the girls from my town and I'd post them on the story and give them a rate. But what happened was I would post the rates and do that and people freaked out. Whole town-wide controversy. People posted about it on Facebook groups, bitches' moms and shit. So that really got me into some shit. No one could prove it was me, but everyone kind of knew because I was always the one doing some bullshit. And I had to go meet with the principal and they're like running through this shit. He's like, so, you're, putting pictures of girls and giving them ratings? Is that what I'm hearing? And I'm like, nah, man, I got no idea about any of that. And he starts reading through some of the screenshots of me calling people like abominable troglodyte. That was kind of fucking weird. That was kind of weird.
But to truly understand Clav, we need to fast forward to 2023, when he joined the Cookieverse. The Cookieverse was a group of looks maxing creators that would make content together.
Bro, we should stop doing mog battles. Oh, we just got mogged. Holy shit!
Though the others never took it as far as Clav did.
I told Clav I don't think he should get this surgery.
This dude has made it his life mission to promote steroids and needles.
This was where Clav made a name for himself, gaining an estimated 70,000 followers in this era. It wasn't the viral explosion we see today, where he gains that in a single week, but it established him as a rising figure in the looks maxing space. He was still being vocal online about looks maxing in the black pill, but he was a lot more toned down. The thing holding him down was that his viewers were limited to the niche audience of the Cookieverse. After high school, Clav got expelled from college for doing steroids.
I was kicked out of uni for essentially roid maxing.
He couldn't go back to his parents who were angry and disappointed in him, but not surprised, so he moved in with his grandmother. With no school or responsibilities, Clav decided to pour all his energy into social media and maximising his looks. He continued doing content with the other Cookieverse creators, until it all collapsed. Friction began forming between Clav and some of the other creators. They didn't like that Clav was promoting steroids, peptides, plastic surgery, and dangerous looks maxing methods to his young impressionable fanbase. The arguments turned public, with multiple creators posting videos bashing other members and explaining their side of the story.
They made. Ethan Muth is actively racist against Indian people.
Jokes have existed forever.
Sam Zia, making these videos is exhausting. Do I really have to do that?
How terribly they've treated everyone in the Cookieverse.
I bones you, bro. You're gonna regret that comment so bad.
Sam impulsively started a hate campaign against me.
Clav started slowly moving away from the Cookieverse. He wanted more. More followers. More views. More attention. More money. He knew that staring in a shared group identity would cap his growth, so he chose to forge his own path. He wanted to prove his worldview.
This is the cruel, hard world, so I'm done with this.
Clav started going viral on social media for his glow up. He changed his look entirely. He used to get razor lean,
I literally witnessed Clav snort
got tanned, and changed his eye colour to brown. He no longer just preached his worldview, he proved it.
You have to be in the top percentile to even be looked at with a shred of romance, with a shred of attraction by women.
He started gaining millions of views on TikTok, all because of his glow up. And once he became a visual spectacle, he decided short form videos weren't enough. Clav wanted a stage, so he turned to streaming. At the beginning of his streaming career, he was very inconsistent and would barely break 100 viewers on his low effort desktop streams. But on October 9th, 2025, he committed fully. His numbers jumped overnight from 100 average viewers to nearly 5,000 during a Miami IRL stream, where he simply walked around the streets and talked to people. His first major collab came shortly after with Brez Scales, the online business influencer known for preaching the millionaire mindset to teenagers.
What color is your GT3 RS? Mine is black. What color is your Aventador S? Mine's red.
The stream peaked at over 16,000 live viewers. Momentum followed fast. Clav started posting on YouTube, and nearly every looks maxing video cleared 100,000 views, until YouTube shut it all down.
The YouTube channel got banned. I'm so fucking upset.
He just decided to stream more.
So right now we'll just focus on streaming.
Clav started getting more attention because of his crazy opinions,
When you are not attractive, your life is hell.
and talking about how he's getting a $150,000 surgery.
What surgeries are you getting? Double jaw surgery with full face implants.
After the Brez stream, Clav started gaining some attention.
Clavicular?
What was that?
The very next day, Clav went live with some of the biggest and most controversial names in streaming, including the godfather of streaming himself, Aiden Ross.
I never would be a streamer if it wasn't for
Aiden quickly took a liking to Clav,
You know I like Clav so much.
helping him behind the scenes,
shout out to
paying
Aiden.
for his apartment,
This is Aiden's penthouse.
and giving him cars to stream in. Clav started getting even more popular, opening up even more collabs for him. He went on the Alpha Male Fresh and Fit podcast.
Too long. Obviously, she's got the jowls coming in, horrible nasolabial folds.
He collabed with TikToker Jenny Poppatch, which climbed to 8,000 peak viewers. But soon after, Clav collabed with Ed Matthews, another controversial figure, famous for his cold approach in gym content.
Hey, where do you think you're going looking so sexy?
They bonded quickly
We present you Drugathon.
and started streaming together every day, with Ed even moving in with Clav temporarily. Clips of their streams started blowing up, getting views from people far outside the looks maxing community.
100 push-ups, that's better than anyone's chest day. All you need to do is push-ups and you'll get...
That's cool, but 100 push-ups is shit.
Not if you're on test.
Dude, what are you talking about? That's not adequate stimulus for hypertrophy.
Fuck, did you just say before that?
This all funneled people to Clav's streams and TikTok, but Clav wanted to capitalize on his looks maxing obsessed followers, so he started a paid looks maxing community, teaching his fans about everything from haircuts to steroids to even plastic surgery.
If you're tired of being invisible to women, tired of getting rejected, and tired of watching other guys who won the genetic lottery take what's yours, then pay attention. You see it every day. Attractive men get treated differently. They get the girls, they get the respect, and they get the opportunities handed to them, while you get nothing.
His paid community quickly amassed 1.4 thousand members, all paying $49 a month. In just a couple months, Clav went from making some money as a bouncer to making almost $70,000 a month out of just one of his revenue streams. But he wasn't slowing down. He kept his momentum going, averaging around 8,000 views per stream, and even collabed with mainstream streamers like Neon and Sneeko, went on some of the biggest podcasts on social media.
Bloated pig. Of course.
Everything was going amazing for Clav.
Maya fucking ketamine.
At least, that's what it looked like from the outside. But Clav was abusing many substances and had suffered with mental health issues throughout his life. And having most of the internet hating you definitely takes a massive impact to you, especially at only 19 years old. Clav's lifestyle just wasn't sustainable. The steroids, the drugs, the money, the attention overnight. At just 19 years old, Clav was facing internet-wide backlash, and it was only a matter of time before he'd crossed the line. Clav allegedly ran over a suspected stalker who was jumping on the top of his car.
Is he dead?
The clip spread instantly. Within hours, it was everywhere. Twitter, TikTok, Kick streams. Major creators paused their own content just to react to what happened. Shortly after the incident, Clavicular was banned from Kick. The platform that had carried him from obscurity to internet fame was suddenly ripped away from him, and he had ruined his entire life in one moment of madness. For a moment, it looked like Clavicular could be facing a long prison sentence. But just days later, with the help of Aiden Ross's lawyers, he was back streaming again.
Everyone.
This time, on Twitch. His first stream exploded with over 20,000 live viewers, but not supporters. The chat was flooded with hate. Message after message, non-stop abuse. So Clav was glad to hear he was unbanned on Kick, and had all charges allegedly dropped with the help of Aiden Ross's lawyers.
Getting the charges dropped was definitely a relief.
So Clav continued streaming on Kick, where he could do almost whatever he wanted.
It's like, Nick, give me a break.
Once Clav became one of the most controversial figures on the internet, the criticism flowed fast.
How ridiculous, Clavicular.
The Clark Kent from Whoville.
He's a menace to himself, as well as everybody else.
Most people would tone down their act to avoid getting banned, but Clav doesn't seem to be playing a character.
So, I'm not a character. I'm not a well-developed character. This is a fucking horror story.
You'd have to genuinely believe in what you're doing to spend most of your life looks maxing and hundreds of thousands of dollars on it, and his insane behaviour and beliefs is what made his impossibly fast blow up happen.
Would you invest in right now?
I mean, who I think will keep getting attention, I think that Clav guy, the looks maxer, I think he'll keep getting attention because he really leans into doing ridiculous things.
The statements.
When you are not attractive, your life is hell.
The interactions. The behaviour.
Average person.
People always click on the unusual. That's what Clav's made a career out of. Attention always rewards the extreme. The only question left is will he be able to keep going or burn out?